Welcome back, niggas, to the Lit Library. I'm your host, Chandra, and I'm here with my friends. Hey, Candace.
Hey.
Hey, Bree.
Hey.
Hey, well, damn, you ain't got to sound so sad. You don't want to talk to me or something?
Sounds bad.
Hey. Like you ain't want to be on the phone.
Oh, not at all.
What's going on, Franny friend?
Hey, hey, hey.
And last, but certainly not least, Diamond.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, girl. What's crack-a-lacking? What's going on in your world? So we are here today to discuss a classic book and movie. And I thought it would be nice for us to discuss this because we are all in our 30s now. And they were in their 30s in the movies, which in that movie, it seemed like they were much older. Well, when I was a kid, it seemed like that. So we are going to talk about a black classic. Oh, wait to exhale, bitch.
Shoop, shoop, shoop.
Babe.
Shooby.
Shoo-bae.
I
Okay.
should have put a wig on for this recording. I feel like I would have been in my element. Why did y'all?
It's not too late.
Nippy, first of all, Nippy ain't got no business being dead.
She sure don't. Oh my God.
That is so Waiting to Exhale is one of my favorite book adaptation movies. Like
Mhm.
really, like I'm talking about that movie was fucking good. We were watching that movie as kids, and I'm older. I'm the oldest of the six of us. So I know y'all was young as hell watching that.
And was 752, 752 times we made love. Yes, I know that whole monologue, okay?
But
Yo,
being
shit. Sorry.
yeah, but being older, reading the book older too, like I'm sorry, we gotta give Terry McMillan crazy ass her things. Like that lady be having some shit going on, but that lady got a pin on her.
Yes, she do.
I feel
Indeed,
like
she
that was
does.
Sex in the City before Sex in the City. Like I could have seen Waiting to Exhale becoming an actual HBO TV show because we following the motions of 30 plus women black women navigating life, love, careers, divorces, down low, baby daddies, and all kind of shit. Like this book is as good now as it was then. Like it has aged really well. Let me be honest with
Absolutely.
you. Yeah.
It has, but also I don't acknowledge getting to happy. Sorry. The story ends at Waiting to Exhale.
I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay, let's start off with Savannah. I'm not giving y'all no synopsis because again, everybody know the movie at least, so y'all should know what the general gist of this is. But obviously the book goes a little bit more in depth, or a lot more in depth. If y'all had a character that you feel like you may have related to the most, who would it have been?
That's a hard question.
It
Hmm.
really is.
Oh my God, that's a super hard question because I could pull something from a couple of these characters
Yeah.
because I had a Robin phase just dating a string of silly ass fucking men.
Yes.
And then you also have a Savannah phase when like you're chasing down a career,
Mm-hmm.
but and you putting up with some shit from a man you know you shouldn't be putting up with for your gain. Like it's so many things. Like these women are so relatable being older now. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say, well, like you said, like you can take something from everybody. What cracked me up the most, I think, was the relationship with Savannah. Savannah's the mom and her sister. Like how because think about how old this book is and how none of that shit has changed now. Because her mama still wanted her to have this husband, even though she is thriving in this career. But mama, you ain't got no man either. And
Hello, somebody.
Sheila over here, she halfway don't even like her husband for real. She just sticking with him because you said it's good to have a man. So I think it's funny that that hasn't changed in society and that some people, some women, some older women still treat their daughters that way. And then you have dumbasses who are older millennials who also, or late Gen X's who still think that way as well.
It's very male centered, and that's where their validation comes from. romantic love outweighs the other forms. And to me, I think if you put that love on a pedestal and like neglect all the other forms of love that surround you in your life, you're going to be unsatisfied, just like her sister.
Yeah.
They were annoying and encouraging Savannah to just keep dating these men that
Ain't worth a damn.
like they added no benefit to her.
There's something to be said about women who don't look at the bigger picture when it comes to like fucking with a married man and shit like that. Could you be sitting there like you realize this is a dead end road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 98% of the time, but they look at the 2% of women of mistresses who do end up getting a man. But then it's a circle because you was the mistress, now you the maid. Now it's gonna be another mistress.
And now, now you are aging terribly because you got the man, but you don't know peace because you got that man with him cheating on somebody else. And now you worry that he gonna cheat on your ass every day. So you decrepit, you 41 looking like you 65 because you laid up with a nigga that never respected you.
And I
Yeah.
don't like that her family basically was like trying to just pass off any old man that'll work. You don't have to be so uptight about it, or you don't have to be so picky. Yes, the fuck I do if you want me to spend the rest of my life with this person.
Talking about no man ever bought me roses. Well, okay, this man is married. Sorry, you got
Like,
flowers.
Did I miss something here?
When you think about it, you be like, you do know you could have just went to the grocery store and got you some flowers. You
Exactly.
could have just
You did
or
not
you
have
should have
to
just got
wait.
some flowers. Savannah was too successful, too deep
Mm-hmm.
into her bag with her career, I believe, to settle for men she couldn't have 100% of. Because you don't ever get 100% of a married person who's
Mm-mm.
cheating.
Mm-mm.
You never do. It's never her. You get the best parts of them until you don't anymore. Like, of
mm-hmm.
course, it's fun. You don't have to deal with that bullshit, the headaches, the kids, things. Like, when you take a step back and be like, this is fun because you dumping everything at your wife feet and I'm just getting the fun parts. She deserved too much for that. Like, hated that her mama, that's a good man.
No, he
Truly?
not.
Because how you a good man cheating on your wife?
Terrible,
Right. So what
terrible
is the
man.
standard? What's the standard of a
Yeah,
good
Well,
what's the
man? The man
standard of
that's
good?
there,
He
What?
one
just
that
exists,
exists.
evidently.
Because nothing about him seems like he good. And that a lot of times older black women will say he's a good man because he provides. Okay, so the nigga gave me some money and he paid the bills. Well, if he my husband, he's supposed to be doing it. So I'm
He's
confused.
supposed to be doing that.
I'm
And is he really
confused.
providing if you're neglected everywhere else and your mental health is suffering? He is not. That man is not a provider. He is not a good man. And if he is not a good husband, he cannot be a good daddy. I cannot separate the two.
I say that all the
Mhm.
time. You cannot be a good father because if you are neglecting your wife, then you are also neglecting your fucking children.
Correct.
So how is he a good man?
if you got enough time to cheat, you are not pouring into your kids or your wife in the way you should. You're not spending the quality time you need to because there's no way you working a job and you can cheat and you can be present. Like, you can't do all of that.
Mm-mm. Ain't no way.
And then like you doing Savannah's mom is doing all this complaining, but you in my pocket.
Exactly.
Do it look like I need a man? Clearly I can take care of myself and your ass.
Taking care of the whole family.
I'm
She'll
your man.
she'll have her
Right.
damn kids too. So what's going on? If anything, I need to be looking for you a man so you can stay out of my pocket.
Correct.
So
Ask if you going to. You ain't met you one yet.
Like, honestly, I wouldn't be taking no advice because, ma'am, look at where you at. How is your advice so that I can end up like you? No, thank you.
ain't had a man in 17 years and you was on my head about finding a husband when I seem to be doing just fine.
You're trying to give me advice.
Now, a
Bernard,
character.
Bernadette, Bernadette,
Yes, Bernadine.
Bernadine. Why I keep calling that lady Bernadette?
I don't know who Bernadette is, but
Bernadine.
Bernadine, baby. Still one of my favorite
All the
characters in the
time
movie.
that I was
Yeah.
loving you,
Yes.
you were okay.
Yeah.
Angela did a great job portraying that role because when I read this book, that's all I could see. Like the whole thing. I could just see Angela the whole time, even the parts that wasn't in the movie. I could just see her the whole time. She ate that role because, baby,
But that's
Bernadine
what she would do. She eat her
should have
role.
burned more shit down.
Should have burned shit to the ground.
Should have. Absolutely. And can we get into for the film? Miles is always an ain't shit husband, bro.
Always. He's a terrible nigga.
We got the Waiting to Exhale, Soul Food, and The Harder They Fall. because he was a terrible husband then, and that's what started the whole shootout. Just a terrible man, terrible daddy.
He ain't been in one role yet that I thought was good, but anyway.
Not consistently.
He's
Every
consistently
time.
choosing that role.
I think like I got like maybe 2 roles where he was a good guy, but that man, he play an ain't shit character well.
Every time.
Listen,
It's so
because go ahead.
relatable because we've seen this in real time. We see it in Hollywood, how black men get a little notoriety, they get their footing in corporate America, and they run straight to a white woman after they built the success off of black women's support, love, kindness, care, empathy, sympathy, her doing the heavy lifting, her working, helping you build the company. Hey, listen, Bernadine should have burned the bed up with him in it. That's what I'm gonna be honest about. I'd have set that nigga drawers on fire for sure.
And
I wouldn't even be mad if she ended up on a Snapped episode.
because even though like financial stuff, like he played in her face with that and during that divorce, like I was by your side this whole fucking time. You wouldn't have none of this shit if not for me. And you gonna go to your lawyer's office and try to shit on me?
Mm-hmm.
He's scheming
You
for months to make sure I get nothing. And I carried 2 of your kids. I've been doing everything, putting it all on my back. Like, that's crazy.
I
That
just
it make me so mad. It makes me so mad because how dare you? Like, it's one thing you want to leave the marriage. Okay. People have seasons, they change, whatever. But then you scheme to try to not put money in my pocket when I helped you
because
build this shit.
selling your partnership or like selling half of your partnership so that you can be a salaried employee now.
Or even all the stuff you from her financially. It's like, so this just been in your mind for years, low key. Because if I was your trusted wife, why weren't you telling me we own all this and we got a subway? I don't know. We own a subway.
You know what? Not
Look
for
at the
nothing.
times because Subway was popping back then.
Now, I know this is about white people real quick in lieu, but I was watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and I found out that the people, when you have money like that, you have to have a forensic accountant to go
Yes.
through your shit. Because this lady on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she found out that like her ex-husband owned like minor league baseball teams and shit and put it in her name. So she didn't even know that she owned all this shit. Got a good divorce settlement. So ladies, if ever you have to go through a divorce, get a fucking forensic accountant just in case that nigga is hiding money from you.
Just in case.
You never know. I don't care if he
Mhm.
hiding $2,000. It's yours.
Exactly.
So
Right.
like,
Okay.
just take that into effect because that's what my good sister Bernadine should have had. She was out there unprepared for this divorce. I hated him, and then he was a bastard that wasn't really like coming to check up on his kids and shit, only for his convenience. So not only are you leaving me, you basically leaving the kids too.
Yeah.
What's going on for a white bitch?
For a white bitch.
Because Kanye said when they get on, they Leo ask for a white girl. He said
Even
it.
and then end up living. Ain't that crazy?
They always do that. And what's funny is like that white lady only with you for your coin. So if something were to happen to you, where's she gonna be at?
You gonna go find her a white man.
With the money, and that is not disabled, and she ain't got to feed him or change his diapers. Now, I was fucking with Bernadine when she cut her hair off. That was obviously an iconic scene in the movie, but reading it in the book, I resonated with her real well because sometimes you just gotta cut your hair off and start the fuck over.
Yes.
Especially when people getting on your nerve. I feel like I did let a lot of stress go. Maybe that's why I'm stressed out right now. I'm in between haircuts. It's too much hair on my scalp.
It's
Was
important for real. And to let that energy go. And that's what she needed after dealing
11
with that shit.
years? Yeah, he needed to die. I'm sorry. No, because yes.
No, actually, Mana Leo said if that nigga make you cry, he's supposed to die that day.
True.
His mama's supposed to cry that day. Flush
That's
him.
fair. That is fair.
Actually,
Now, Robin.
don't do that in real life, guys. FYI.
You
It's
should.
just a song, pure fictional.
Now, Robin. Oh, Robin.
Okay. So me in my 20s resonated with Robin. Okay.
I just want to say, don't ever pull no coke out in front.
Please.
right.
Like we gotta go back. Like we gotta go back to discretion. Do coke in the bathroom. Go do your bump in the bathroom. Don't ever pull no coke out in front of me and expect me to look past.
Did
Do
I
not.
tell y'all that happened to me one time? That's why I said in my 20s I could resonate with Robin's storyline.
Somebody pour
I had-
Coca-Cola out in front of you?
My boyfriend at the time.
Coca-Cola.
You've been through some shit.
I didn't know you dated a crackhead before.
Girl, neither did I.
Oh my
He
God.
pulled that coke out and did a bump. I said, "Oh no."
No,
Oh,
because
bump.
seriously, I'm at the point where honestly, don't even, unless I trust you, don't even pull your weed out. Just have your own shit. I don't even want to smoke nobody else weed with them because you can't trust everybody. Y'all doing too much with the drugs. Don't pull no ecstasy out. Don't pull no MDMA out. Don't pull no fentanyl out. No peak cocaine. No, don't pull no baby oil out in front of me at this point. Fuck everything. Let's party.
My
Let's
gosh.
party regular. Let's just have alcoholic beverages, and then you go outside around the corner and hit your blunt like a regular person. Because outside of trusting my friends, don't do no drugs in front of me. Leave me alone. It's too much. It's too much. Troy was a fucking sweaty cokehead.
You raggedy bitch.
Don't you throw
First of
that
all,
up here.
Robin and Leela, I love that we could talk about this book and it has a movie because these characters were cast perfectly to me.
For sure.
Leela Roshan was the absolute perfect beauty queen to play Robin. Like, and let me just say, older Leela Rashawn is still a fucking beauty. And y'all
Absolutely.
are so used to seeing people who lay down on them tables every chance they get and they don't want to age. That is a beautiful older woman. Yes,
Yes.
we women gain weight as we get older. It happens to the best of us. A lot of us do. Not all of us do. Some of us do. And if we do, that's so fucking K.
Men do too. They just don't get judged for it.
Exactly.
Okay, because it's a lot of big titty niggas, and it's like who sucking who titties over here.
Okay.
It's a lot of big hippie mamas with wee wees between their legs,
Big
Hippie mamas with wee wees between their legs.
childbearing hips for real.
No,
So
they be
that's what I want to say. Leela Roshan is still absolutely stunning as an older black woman. Like black does not crack. Okay. She was perfect as Robin. She was beautiful. She was witty. It put you in the mind of the beautiful girl who just keep running into dead end relationship after dead end relationship.
But
Like
Robin really needed like therapy. She had
yeah,
some issues internally because like what was his name? Michael, when they had that conversation about, well, what do you see in me? And he said all these nice things. She was like, oh, I have never thought about myself that way. And it's kind of like, well, sister, maybe you need to do some work.
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
when it came up off Leon in that movie, they might have had to let me go because we would have had to been doing it for real. I'm so sorry. Leon been fine
No,
for he been fine for a million fucking years.
still
My
is.
whole
He's
life
still
it
fine.
still is.
That man fine for real. Like the casting was perfect. Even the men that were cast were fucking perfect in this movie.
Mm-hmm. I felt kind of sad for Robin, even like reading it, like the issues with her parents and like just the date and stuff. I was like, oh, Robin, I probably could have related to her in my 20s. Yes, I can say in my
Yeah.
20s. Yeah, not my 30s, obviously, but damn, Robin, I have felt for her. She made my heart flutter a few times.
It did because it was like so beautiful, so smart, a lot of great things going on for her. But it's a reminder of like all that unhealed trauma is gonna continue to show up unless you actually do the work to heal it.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, Troy was a cokehead, and yes, Leon had a whole nother family, right? Didn't he have a whole nother family? He was keeping
Mm-hmm.
her some shit like that. Then you had that nigga who gave her the two pumps and the twist. He would have never got his big ass on me to begin
But
with.
but Michael is the only one that
Was decent.
yeah, but he just was not a match for her. But
Yeah.
I think he could have possibly been if she had some of those preconceived notions out of her head already. Now, again, if he just wasn't good at bed, he just wasn't good at bed, bitch. Now, we not going to excuse that. But I mean, personality wise,
Yeah, he had
personality wise,
everything she claimed she wanted until she got it and she didn't necessarily
yeah.
want it. And that's always a side effect of not being healed. Like you think you want something till you get it. And then you feel like you don't deserve it or it's not what you want. And so it was like it was a real look in the mirror, like the pretty girl who just has bad relationship after bad relationship. And it puts you in the mind of people who like, she can't keep no man. Can't keep no man. And it was not that she couldn't keep a man. It was just that she just wasn't in a mental space to really figure out what she wanted in romantic
Hmm.
partnership. But baby, in that orange dress on that balcony in the movie,
Beautiful.
Yes. Or when she went to the party with Troy,
party
that
with the white dress,
That white dress was
looks, honey.
stunning.
The
looks.
fits were
Amazing.
there and the fits were there.
They were there. They were there. And don't we can't forget our girl Gloria.
Oh, we wasn't gonna forget about Miss Gloria.
Miss Gloria.
I love that they casted her for Loretta Devine as her. Like,
Yeah.
I could have never imagined anybody else being Gloria after I read the book.
No, it was perfect.
I was like, oh, okay, I love this. But Gloria, her, and I felt sad for her too, because Gloria, I don't even know if she really wanted her ex-husband back or if that was just the man that she was comfortable with, and that's why she wanted him back.
Yeah, I think it was just she was comfortable and she was feeling lonely. Like she just wanted some love, affection outside of her son, and that's what she felt like she could potentially get her hands on. But yeah, I don't think she really wanted him. Like deep down, she knew he wasn't giving her what or able to give her what she needed. It was just like I want to be held to type of thing.
Yeah.
Felt so sad for my girl. She just wanted some loving. That's the person that Savannah mama needed to be trying to hook up with just any old man. Hell. Savannah ain't want that. But Gloria was low key willing to take that. Nah, I didn't want that for her, but if that's what she wants. So I think that, okay, what are some of the other themes that kind of showed up in this book that did not show up in the book that y'all were not expecting, or did not show up in the movie that y'all were not expecting? Because I think we found out more about the dynamic with her family. And because I think her dad was like MIA for some point.
Yes.
And I think that probably plays a lot into why she is the way that she is. I wish that she could have confronted him a little bit, like, hey, nigga. But I wish more people got back in therapy back in the 90s, because really, that really just would have been that would have been her thing. Honestly, she would have been done if she had gone to therapy and been fine. Obviously, we wouldn't have had no book, but my sister needed to work. Okay, I felt bad for her the whole book.
And
So
honestly, it don't get better.
So I think her dad, the parents actually don't seem like they were all that great. The ones that we met, because why you give my number out to married people? That really, I'm never gonna get over that. I'm gonna stop giving you money for your bills because you're playing in my face at this point.
Yeah, talking about he wouldn't be trying to reach out to me if he was happy in his marriage. Like, girl,
That she sounded a fool, and then these niggas was terrible too. Savannah said, "Okay, I heard you was married and had a kid and everything." Now he said, "That's what they say." Who the fuck is they?
What?
Who the fuck is they?
Who the fuck is they?
Because
So
what does
somebody just
that
made it
mean?
up. They
That's what they say. It's
these niggas
driving
was
me crazy.
these niggas was trifling. They were all trifling. I don't think I liked one single man in the book except for what was the neighbor man? Gloria's neighbor.
Oh
I forgot
yeah.
his name. Why
Mark,
am I blanking on his Mark?
Marvin,
It's something with an M. I'm blanking. Hold on. It's in this book somewhere, child. Let me pull it up. But I mean, I liked him, but he really wasn't trying to, get down with the get down. Like, sister was throwing that cat. He wasn't really catching it.
yeah.
R.I.P. to Gregory Hines though, because I loved him.
'Cause he should have been doing more than repairs on the house. Like,
Repair
Mm,
my house
When
that part.
today.
when did Gregory die?
Hold on.
It's
Hold on.
been a while.
I don't be remembering when people be dead.
It has been at
Oh,
least
girl, it's been 20 years.
It's
yes.
been a while.
Okay, that's just because I don't remember. Okay, I just see people in the
Girl.
space that they in, and he is in that movie to me. That's all I remember. Well, not all, but
Mr.
that's what I remember.
Bojangles.
That's where he stay at in
Yes.
my mind. He's still
You
in that movie.
wanna be loved. There's nothing better than love.
Friend, you okay?
What? That's Gregory Hines and Luther Vandross.
No,
R.I.P. to
I
both.
understand. Please don't get me to crying on here. How do y'all? Because I feel like in Savannah's family, she was like the only successful one. Do y'all feel like y'all struggle with that?
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. As first of all, like a first generation college graduate, that's one thing. But like being surrounded by a bunch of grown men that like my family coddles them, and they've never been expected to be as great as women are in the family. To the point where like I got cousins that don't even talk to me because there's so much resentment. They'll be like, "Oh, it's the golden child." No, I just stay out of jail. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not an ex-con. Yeah,
That golden child thing is crazy because
hate it.
You are an absolute minute.
how is one a golden child? Because they are following the laws.
It's so simple. It could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard.
I think,
Yeah.
honestly, parts of Savannah's relationship with her mother and sister remind me of parts of
Yeah.
the relationship with my mother and sister. Obviously, it's not the same, but kind of like how they will coddle the one who doesn't need the coddling.
Mhm.
Because that
It's the
whole
thing where they turn you because you are successful, because you don't ask for anything or need anything and don't always have your hand out, not always in trouble or got some shit going on, you automatically get labeled as the strong person that they could
Yeah.
give the tough love to and the things like that. Like, no, if anything, give me the softness because I'm doing what the fuck I need to do.
Yeah.
Because like Sheila and her kid is at your house again because she going through it with her man again.
Again.
So now your bills and shit is going up again. And now you
Again.
need money from me again.
Again.
When you could just put your fucking foot down and stop allowing her to come into this house. Actually, that whole little scenario reminds me of my family. So I think that part kind of triggered me a little bit. So I was resonating with Savannah in certain parts of this book because get the fuck off my line. This I feel like she ain't put enough boundaries down with her people. Again, understood that, resonated with that. You have to learn how to put boundaries down, and if people don't stick to it, you got to cut them off. Now, everybody is not going to remember that, but that was a lesson that I had to learn, and I think eventually Savannah learned that as well. Because again, if you want me to be with this nigga, you marry him. You want him that bad? You think he that fine? You marry him. If he's such a good man, you get him.
Well, why don't you
Well,
fuck him,
you
mother?
fuck them now.
Right.
Because
That part. Like I feel like I can relate definitely to the family dynamics of like my family seeing that I have a career, and even still every time we have a conversation it's never about my accomplishments. It's about, oh, when you gonna find this person, or when you gonna go on a date, or what you gonna do this weekend. It's always conversations about that, or
Mm-hmm.
advice on how to catch a man. I'm like, I promise you, I do not want advice from you. And I feel like the boundaries part, maybe in the past, I've used physical space as boundaries, just like not being in my hometown. And then now that I am back, I do have to figure out how to assert some boundaries. Since I can't just be like, oh, I'm not in the area, leave me alone. People know where I live now, so I can't get away.
you can you we gotta talk about firmer boundaries. We'll all learn
Yeah,
them.
I just gotta like say it. I gotta like be like, no, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my one saving grace is I moved away. I did. I got the hell out. Like, hey, arrivederci. I'm not staying here with y'all. Yeah, yeah. Like let me go find my greatness. So that I get to escape it like that because I'll be honest, I don't go home. I don't really have a reason to, sadly. And it's to the point like unless people want something from you, you don't really hear from them. They don't
Mm-hmm.
want to ask about the kids, they don't know what's going on. So it's like, yes, Savannah needed firmer boundaries. It cannot always be people around you taking,
Yeah.
like needing something, wanting something from you. That is a very exhausting feeling for people to not show up and be like, okay, but do you need anything? And
Yeah.
I feel like that was Savannah's like encompassing theme throughout the whole book is like everybody around her wanted something from her except for her girl.
Yeah.
But everybody else close to her wanted something. This nigga wanted her to be a mistress and wait till he decided he would leave his wife, though he was never leaving his wife. Her mama, her sister, the nieces and nephews love him dearly, but you ain't had them damn kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know people talk about villages and communities and aunties being important. Aunties are very important in a village, but also aunties need to be poured into and loved on as well. Do not care
Mm.
that they do not have any children. Check in on the aunties in the village. Hey
Yeah.
girl, go $20, go get you a bottle of wine.
Them folks do not be giving a fuck about us.
They
I
do
tell you like
not
that.
be caring, and I don't like that shit because aunties show up in ways that a lot of times other people will not. You need to, they gonna buy the Girl Scout cookies, they gonna watch the kids so you could just take a few hours and get you some sleep. Like, you gotta pour back into your community and your circle. You just can't take from it. You cannot. And that was like how I felt about Savannah. Everybody was taking from her. Nobody was really
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
giving anything back to her. Yeah.
I think because this is like women's fiction, so I do think that Terry did a really good job with writing the friendship dynamic, highs and lows, especially with everybody and with the shit they had going on, how they really kind of like rallied around each other.
Yeah.
Especially with Bernadine and John. John was such a motherfucker for all that shit he did. Like
It was really
Ah,
hard to
Dirty
like him.
bastard.
yeah, you
Like
can't like
even
him.
in the movies, like his character, he was fucked up. I think Bernadine said he's fucked up in every movie. He was fucked up in Soul Food.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga,
He's a terrible husband and father in multiple movies.
and
It's typecast.
he really is too fine to be that fucking terrible in all these goddamn
He
movies.
is a beautiful man, but that's also how I feel about Blair Underwood.
Oh,
I feel like, he got them I beat bitches eyes in real life.
I beat bitches.
I can't unsee it. And so that's how I feel about Miles. And he will always be Miles to me because why would you do that? Her cousin in your house, up against the window
Fuck the
where the whole
family.
city
The
can see.
family fucked my husband.
And side note, Terry was the victim in that whole family.
Correct,
Okay.
because when being strong, as the person in the family goes wrong, everybody says fuck you, essentially.
Oh, Miles. And her sister saying that like she didn't take her boyfriend and fuck him in the back of the car.
Just trifling, the whole family. Anyway, child.
Back to this. Terrible people.
I think,
Hey.
what you about to say, Candy?
No, I was gonna say like we going back to like with Bernadine, her running into I can't remember his name. Like no matter what movie it is, I'm gonna call Wesley Snipes Wesley Snipes. I have no idea why. Like even in Blade, like yeah, that's Wesley Snipes, but like that was a rough thing for me to watch because like you going through this big thing and then you got to realize it's somebody going through something bigger than something worse than you, and then she just said, "I'm gonna get this little cootie up for your last dying wish. You want a little piece of this? Get you some."
A little cootie for your last dying wish is so ridiculous.
Like the adult version of the Make a Wish Foundation.
You know what?
Yeah,
Please.
yeah, yeah.
Now, I forgot about Tariq. Tariq. He
He
needed his
was
ass whooped.
he was going through some things. He needed therapy.
He did. Because his daddy was gay and he didn't know how to deal with it.
Oh, that's another thing. When you are going back and reading these older books, you cannot put a 2025, 2026, and forward lens on these books.
So can't.
Baby, because the
Cannot
homophobia
because
jump out.
you're gonna be talking problematic and everything. You really gotta sit in the period when this came out and how like it was still homophobic, absolutely. But there was just so much that people didn't want to discuss about gayness and queerness. And this was a real depiction of a child finding out they have a queer parent because they were absolutely terrorized for shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially a gay man.
For sure. Tariq was like, again, you have to read it in the time that it was written. Slurs. My God, today. I was like,
Oh, yes.
okay.
Uh-huh.
It was F-bombs everywhere.
And you like, whoa, wait a minute. What's they finna play? Yes, no.
But
all through there.
That young man, again, he did not know how to deal with that. And then he was 17. I think he was about to graduate high school. So it's like, damn, I went this whole time and my daddy was gay. How is niggas gonna react when they find out I got a gay daddy? Like, that was something that he had to like deal with too. So he kind of started acting out. But he also was doing teenage boy shit. So
Yeah.
it was like, I gotta give you some grace because you're gonna do stupid shit because you're a teenager. But you also are getting a little bit disrespectful, you little bitch. So watch your mouth. But I enjoyed reading it from my adultish lens.
Yes.
Because even watching it as an adult, I think is different. Now I can't relate to everything just because that's not my current situation, but I can relate to some of the things and some of the themes within the movie and within the book. This was good as fuck. I wish that Savannah. I'm glad that the end of the movie it didn't like. I'm glad that even though they had like not movie books, I'm glad that they had like resolution to be happy with themselves and within their sister group instead of worrying about niggas at the end of the day. Like because the solid foundation that I have is this friend group right here and not these niggas. Everybody had men problems, but what they could always come back to was their friendship. And I really like the theme of that in this book. If you can't count on nobody else, you count on your girlfriends.
Count on me through thick and thin. A friendship.
Are you gonna sing the whole soundtrack, babe?
Yes, I am, because first of all, shout out to Babyface.
Don't get us flagged.
One of the best soundtracks. Matter of fact, he was the voice of the 90s in these soundtracks, to be honest. But
Fact.
Waiting to Exhale soundtrack was amazing.
Absolutely.
I think when I think about Bernadine and John, and I think that I think Bernadine was okay with after she got over all the bullshit. I think she was okay with being divorced from him because she probably just stayed out of like stagnant, like just being stagnant with him and feeling like you have to have this man. So I feel like she saw towards the end, like, yeah, I really did love him, but the shit kind of festered out a while ago. And we
Mm-hmm.
probably should have been divorced a while ago. Probably should have had my ducks in a row a while ago too.
A mistake she would never make again. But you bring up a good point because like even when you look back on their marriage, like there was no passion there.
No,
And so
Yeah.
it was quite literally a business venture at that point. And the way he went about it was fucked up, but absolutely there was merit in saying like we're not in love anymore. We're here. We're just going through the motions because we've built a life together. We have kids, we make money. But that's all it was. It had just turned into a business transaction. And I know people like to be like, oh, marriage is a business. If marriage is just a business, you don't have to get married to do business with somebody.
Right.
right.
Like, I hate when people be like, marriage is a business. There are business aspects to it because you're maintaining a household and building a life together, but it's so much more than a business. So I don't have to get married to do business with somebody. That could be as simple as us just signing a document, a contract, and having it properly notarized. You being married to somebody, it involves love and intimacy and all those things. And that had seemed to just fizzle out for them. But the way he went about it,
Yeah,
he needed his drawers burned. Yeah, he
for sure.
definitely some root work needed to be done on him.
Even like with them getting, because like John was, he was awful because he never even considered his kids, even with the whole Kathleen and him getting married shit. Like
Yeah, no.
he didn't consider them at all. And in the book, because I can't remember how it happened in the movie, but in the book, John Jr. seemed like he was not fazed by this at all. Meanwhile, little baby girl is she with the shit.
She was going through the motions.
Like she was loving it and but she also got to be the flower girl. So she little and she get to put on the dress and throw flowers. So that makes sense why she was
Hmm.
all gung ho for the shit. But he's a little bit older. And honestly, what we forgot to bring up is that Bernadine was struggling with a Xanax addiction essentially during this whole I won't say addiction.
Yes.
Addiction might be a little strong, but she definitely was leaning heavily.
She definitely had an affinity for a pill or two.
Yeah,
And
like
it gets worse in the second book. So yes.
yeah, I'm ignoring that. Again, the book ends here for me. I'm not reading. I don't. I just need happy. So, I think that that also was something that was ignored. I don't know if anybody was really picking up on it. At least in this book. Again, I'm not reading part two. I'm just gonna be honest with you. At least not right now. I might read it later. But I heard you said it doesn't get better, so I don't know.
I no.
Okay.
I don't acknowledge because even like so ending Waiting to Exhale, you still have like resolution with these characters.
Yeah.
And seemingly they are satisfied with the decisions that they made. When you get into Happy, it kind of feels like we get pulled back from that piece that we had, and it's just a bunch of stuff that's happening. And I'm okay.
I'm
I'm
fine
okay.
with that. I'm fine with not doing that. So yeah, I don't have to read it. I'm cool
It's
with this.
just there. It's on
Yeah.
my shelf. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I feel like Terry, she does a good job of actually speaking to Terry McMillan, you hoes need to go back. You new hoes, you new author hoes, read your fucking predecessors, okay? Read good fiction. Read something that was written before 2021. And you will
Please.
see what a great story it makes. Some of your favorite movies were probably books first. Do your fucking research. And you too
Yeah.
can have an amazing book like Waiting Next that people are still talking about almost 40 years later.
And everything doesn't have to be an HEA. You could be if you don't want to write
Correct.
happily ever afters, you can just, take the route, do women's fiction. Everything doesn't have to be happily ever after. This is probably this is like an amazing, probably one of the greatest books and movie adaptations we see from a Black author. And Terry McMillan, like I said, she got some shit with her, but most authors do. Hey,
Yes, they do.
people whose characters talk to them in their mind and they put them on a paper, there's a few screws loose. Truly. Yeah. She had Terry McMillan had a real ass run in the literary space that then translated to Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got Waiting to Exhale, we got
The shit
Stella.
Stella
was
got her groove back.
Stella. The shit with Sanaa Lathan and Wesley Snipes,
Disappearing
right?
Acts.
Disappearing
Disappearing
Acts.
Act. I
They
hated
even
that.
was running
Oh
a
boy,
Boston.
hey, that
Disappearing Acts is a horror movie.
it makes me irrationally triggered. Like that movie. But yeah, she like Terry McMillan had a real run, and it was because the books were that fucking good. It was not luck. Like how
Yeah.
Stella got her groove back. I still watch that goddamn movie.
And
Mm,
dude, did Tay Diggs need to be a Jamaican man? No, but he was fine as hell.
yeah, we'll
Is
let
he
it
not?
rock.
He not Jamaican for real, right?
No, he just put on
No,
a nice little accent.
he is a theater kid
I was about
to
to
the
say a
core.
true theater kid to the heart because you wouldn't have convinced me that he was not from Ponder. Like
Pond
Baby,
there.
that
you
What the
he
fuck
was
is wrong with
really
you?
like I love that movie, but the book was good too.
the book was good. I had to reread it once I saw that I
Hey,
had it on my shelf.
when he
Mm.
had dinner in that shower like that,
I don't know if I read the book. I do have the book on my shelf though.
worth the read, honestly.
That one's a good one. That's a good one. Now,
Found it at the thrift store.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try that one out. Bet that up. I really enjoyed this fucking book as an adult though. I'm gonna keep it on my shelf because you know sometimes I like to give my books away. At least the thrifted ones. I like to give those back to the thrift store sometimes. But this one, I'm gonna keep this one. Terry did that. And apparently people are looking for one of these covers. So I'm gonna keep it because I got it
Yeah,
for
you better
$2.
keep it. And if you're not gonna keep it, we should get first dibs on it.
Whoa.
Just saying.
absolutely.
I paid $2 for it.
Yeah,
How
It's
about that?
okay. I don't live that far from
Yes, you do. You live far enough that you
not
can't.
far enough that I can't come get a book
robberies happen every day.
every day,
Anyway,
B. You'll
Every
be
wow,
all
day.
it's not
right.
gonna happen over here.
You never
Yeah.
know.
You never know who's gonna
This
be
is a
up for it.
stick up. I need the bags of the money. I'm all
Okay.
songs tonight.
I
Sorry.
see that. Like, what is going on? Now, before we wrap up for the night, I want to say that you guys should get excited for fucking February. The
Absolutely.
Lit Library got some shit for you niggas. Okay. Now, when by the time this episode airs, we would have announced. So I guess we can say something now on this episode. But February is going to be the month of legends.
Brr, brr,
We
brr,
be-
brr.
we better than y'all.
We are. So
Here y'all go.
next month,
I didn't tell one single lie. I might have told you a joke. I ain't never told you a lie because tell them, Chandra, so that we can confirm it.
Beverly Jenkins, Brenda
Mm.
Jackson,
Mm.
Mm.
Miss Donna Hill will be guests
Mm.
on the Lit Library for Legendary February.
So again, we're better than y'all, and that's fine.
It's going to be a good time.
Everybody got a peck in order.
It's going to be an
Y'all,
amazing time.
y'all not us.
Here she
So
goes.
this is going to be, of course, a part of our Road to Black Romance Book Fest series that we currently have. We want y'all to make sure that you are following us at It's the Lit Library. The YouTube page will be debuting soon, so make sure that you are over there. And yeah, I'm excited for February, man. I'm glad that we started the year off with Nicole and Waiting to Exhale because I feel like that's a good
It was
start.
perfect. It was a perfect segue into
Yeah.
an amazing ass book season. Like I know all year is book year for reading books, but we're talking about book event.
Yeah.
And so it's an amazing way to kick off book season. It's gonna be an amazing time. Just to remind y'all, Miss Beverly Jenkins won't be at Black Romance Book Fest, but she was there last year. And if it's still important for us to talk to her, because if you want to have longevity in this space, you need to know what the people that come before you have been doing and how they've maintained it.
Absolutely. So I'm excited to talk about them next one. And I'm just really glad that we chose Wait and Exhale to like kind of lead into it. It's just like it's the same era kind of because this book came out in 1990 and I believe Beverly Jenkins' first book came out in 93 or 94. I can't remember. So I feel like this is a good segue into what we got going on. So who do y'all have somebody that you are most excited to talk to out of the three?
I'm honestly just honored that all three want to sit down and chat with us.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Now being in the author space as well, I just look forward to picking their brains because these are three women who have sustained a career as authors, not part-time either. Not just
Correct.
putting out a book here and there, actively publishing amazing works, actively putting Black romance at the forefront, even in different historical times and periods and things like that. Like we need to these are conversations that I'm just very much looking forward to. And specifically Brenda Jackson, because I started grabbing her books off my aunt's books and never came up off. I'm
My
talking about
queen.
the Westmorelands, huh?
My queen, okay? Like,
You gonna cry?
Forged in
no,
steel.
I'm not gonna cry because we are gonna be recording the show. Damn it. So I'm not gonna do that, but I'm really excited to talk to her. I want to show her all my books and how I need more of them. I am gonna show her that. I need the rest
Yes.
because she got
Okay.
150 plus books. So I don't know when I'm gonna get them all, but I want. But yeah, I'm really excited for next month, and next month we will also tell you who's coming in March and who's coming in April and who's coming in May. Nigga, we got a nice lineup for y'all for this little series
We
now.
we have a wonderful lineup. The Lit Library. Yeah, we've had an amazing run. We're having an amazing run. That ain't past tense. My apologies.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
safe.
really excited.
Speaking of amazing runs, author D.H. Renfro can now be added to a bestseller. Okay.
Period.
Room
Period.
123 is sitting on the Amazon bestseller list.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What the
Go
fuck we
read
talking
it.
about?
Go get that. Okay. The girls are raving about room 123. So please go read it. Let's run those page reads up. Well deserved. Okay.
1:23
Yeah.
a.m. Okay, DH Renfro, and then on
2:06
2:06.
a.m.
Okay.
Yes.
DM Barnes.
And also pre-orders. If you have me and DH have pre-orders available on Baventi for Black Romance Book Fest, please, please, please place your pre-orders. It helps us determine how we're going to be ordering books. Okay, we want to come, bring inventory, sell books, and then get up out of there. I don't want to take no books home. I do not.
Nah, your
Absolutely.
girl trying to sell out, okay? So,
We're
and
trying to sell
also,
out.
I'm only doing hardcovers if you pre-order them.
Oh wow, I love that.
Oh yeah, I love that for you
So
because the hardcover game is a very expensive game.
Mm-hmm.
we get hardcovers, right? Okay, amen. I'm just wanting everybody to know that we was getting books. Okay, so Bree and on the scene at BRBF, Bree and Diamond will be doing
We'll be there.
interviews. Okay, not just with authors. They're gonna be asking you niggas questions too. So y'all better be nice to them if I whoop your ass. Okay.
And if you a black business who specialize in things that pregnant women can have, can you reach out to us? Because we do kind of want to put Brie together a little pregnancy basket.
A
Some good
sentence.
tea, some body butters, some candles. It's some we get ready for our nephew. Okay, come holler at us. We spend money.
Period.
And do.
We niggas with a little piece of coin.
Period. Let them know. Now, does anybody have any announcements before we get out of here tonight? We ain't gonna keep you out too long.
I think all hearts and minds are clear.
Oh, hey,
Yours.
we're wishing Brienne Danae
Oh,
well
yes.
wishes, a full recovery. She
Yeah,
shared that she was having some health issues, and we are praying for her. We're keeping her in our thought. Here
absolutely.
in the bookish space, we wish you well. We hope that you're feeling better. And yes, I wanted to say that because it was on my heart.
Oh, of course. I'm glad you brought that up because we talked about that earlier. Other than that, y'all, if you haven't yet, read Waiting to Exhale. Do not watch the movie again. I want you to read it again. Or read it for the first time. And then come down to the comments and tell us how you feel about it. Because, bitch, I exhaled a lot while I was reading it. I don't know what they was waiting for. I took lots of deep breaths.
No,
Goddamn,
truly,
bitch.
read it as a woman over 30. If we have some followers under 30, you can read it too, but I guarantee you that this book will hit a little differently as a woman, a black woman in your 30s.
And I also think this is one of these books that you can come back to and read every decade. Like
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
read it in every season of your life and see if a different character resonates with you. And it doesn't have to be the same exact character or nothing like that, but you go through things, and I feel like Waiting to Exhale is one of those books that you can kind of come back to and feel like you are essentially surrounded by a group of girlfriends and your girlfriends got your back.
Correct.
So
Yes.
I was fucking with this, and I also love how on the covers all of them are dark skinned women. Anyway, I just want to put that out there.
Yes.
So we'll talk to y'all next time during Legendary February. Good night, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.